everybody. Welcome to Popeye Live. It's Thursday night, January 28th, 2021. And yes, it's 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time here in the Green Dragon Studio in Arlington, Texas. But wow, man, we've been in Facebook jail for a week. And they told us it's going to be 2 weeks. So we're not sure about that. Something's really kind of fishy about being in jail because a whole bunch of us went off at the same time. There were many of us that were taken down at the same time, and it was just weird as heck. And but I noticed today. I started noticing this morning. I started noticing that the Reverend Toto was back up. Yeah, he was back up. He's a preacher out of Mississippi, a conservative, a constitutionalist. He is back up. The guy, I forget, Ted in Exile, he's back up. The X22 videos are back up, but it's not really the X22. It's somebody that actually swipes their show and puts it on the internet. So they're back up. A lot of them are back up today that were taken down last week. Maybe I doubt it, but just maybe they figured out that was a bad business practice of pissing your customers off and running them off the other platforms. Now, we are recording the show tonight, so if something happens, it'll be up at Rumble. And we do want to populate that channel just in case we get kicked off again. Because, it's really hard to know what algorithms they're going to be using. And matter of fact is, we're going to take something from Salty Cracker, who's still up out there, a young guy that can go on for hours and hours. And, he gets a lot of hits. He's a lot of views. He's got a lot of subscribers. Absolutely incredible. And let me tell you, the other platforms are welcoming these guys with these huge numbers. They're welcoming them with open arms. And that means they're not only welcoming them, they are welcoming you to a place where you have free speech, to a place where you can give your opinion on what we see going on. And wow, man, it's crazy. But yeah, I just thought that was odd. We were all back up on the same day because I expected to go another week. And this morning I thought, well, I'll just see if I can log on. And lo and behold, there it was for me to do. And so I decided I'd come on here and we'd talk for a short while tonight. And, and we're glad to have this exchange with our guys that are on the live chat. You guys seem to have a good time with each other. We don't have a lot of trolls in here, but when we do, we throw their asses out when you point them out to me. Yeah. So that's what we do. It's the way we roll, man. It's the way we roll. So tonight I wanted to talk about the Mr. Potato Head that's signing one executive order after the other. Yeah. We're going to call him the Potato Head. We're going to take that from Salty Cracker because I thought that was a fitting name. Wouldn't you have liked to have been a fly on the wall when Mr. Potato Head was talking to Putin? Could you imagine that? I wonder if could you imagine he gets Putin on the phone and he goes, the thing. And Putin's going, what? He's saying, the thing. And of course, he's been trying to maybe describe intercontinental ballistic missiles or something, some junk like that, Maybe he's talking global warming to him. The thing. or maybe he's talking about the Constitution to him when he has a little bit of memory come back around. That's what I'm saying. But, wouldn't you have just been, loved to have been a fly on the wall to listen to that conversation? And we know it's recorded. Maybe somebody will put it out there. Just saying, you guys. Just saying. Well, I want to talk about the executive order he did on the killing of jobs. The pipeline. And of course, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. Because they're going to come after our manufacturing base. Again. Remember when he and Obama were saying, "Hey, look, we're going to reset everything. We're going to have all these shovel-ready jobs in the green energies." Yeah. We're going to reset everything. We're going to get that there. Guess what? There were no shovel-ready jobs. And, just here recently when Buttigieg was being interviewed, and they asked him about the potato head signing that executive order killing all those jobs. He said, well, they can just go to work somewhere else. Buttigieg has no idea what he's talking about. Has no idea. He doesn't know history. He doesn't know. He doesn't understand. And most of all, he doesn't give a damn. They don't give a damn, is what we're saying here. So they kill these jobs, and now we have the unions out there. And let me tell you, now the unions out there are pissed. You're going to tell me they couldn't see this coming? You damn right they could, because let me tell you, you guys out there, you pipe fitters, all you guys that were working on that pipeline, and it's more than just them. It's the people that supply. It's the people that the engineers. I mean, the many high-paying jobs are going to be lost. And these fools in D.C. think that petrol energy is going to go away. It's not. It's not going away. But he said, well, that John Kerry says today, well, that they can go build solar panels. Really? He doesn't understand shit either. Remember when Obama was doing that thing, the thing, solar panels, wind. You know what happened to those jobs? They all went to China, everybody. They all went to China. The few that are left in this country are subsidiaries of the CCP. That's what they are. So I'm telling all you manufacturing workers, whether it's on a pipeline, whether it's on the assembly line of automobiles, whether it's on the aircraft assembly lines, everywhere you can think about, every place where you build a product, every place where you provide a service, instead of sucking money out of all of us like our government does, and then spread it all over the damn world on everybody but us. They can't even rebuild our damn infrastructure. And now they're inviting tens of thousands of people into this country as we speak to come here and take jobs away from people that are struggling because of the crap they're doing with the coronavirus. And let me tell you, everybody, this is all about, I do believe that there's some things that are right, the big reset. You know the fastest way to get rid of debt, our country's debt, is through inflation. You inflate it away. So just think about that. Just think about that. But let me give you some good news, everybody. You guys ready on the chat line? Charles Crow, brain damage, Randy Russell, Jerry. And the reason I'm laughing is there's that one I can never get. And Top of Joe, you guys. Are you ready for some good news? Already, what? He'd been in there almost 2 weeks now. And I guess he's signing about 40 executive orders a day. He doesn't know what he's signed, Mr. Potato Head. Has no clue. But listen to this. World News Daily did a survey of 800 likely voters, people that voted in the last election. I guess they were likely, they did. And 11%. Let me get to make sure I got this right. 85% think the country's headed in the wrong direction. And 59% of Democrats think it's going in the wrong direction. In other words, they're looking at what the hell they're doing. They're looking at what they're doing, and they're not liking what they're seeing. So what would that be, everybody? Buyer's remorse? I do believe that is what that is. You know, and who is this? How can that be? How can that be? Are they just watching the mainstream media and nothing else? Not listening to anybody? You need to tell your friends and family members and everybody else, turn off the damn mainstream media. Get out of it. Break away. Be free. So this tells me they are going to be in big trouble in the next election cycle. They're going to be in big trouble. Because right now we've got legislators in states and in these states that had all the mess go on. It's the best way I can say it without getting in trouble. Where everything was happening, you know, the thing that was happening. And so so their legislatures are looking in and saying, hey, we got to fix this. We got to fix this. We can't have this. We've got to have integrity. So there we go. We have, and if we have to, we need to push them to do this. But as right now, I can see that there's a lot of Republicans that are going to just be toast. They're out of there in the next election cycle. But what we need to do is take over, push back, and have a surge in the next election cycle. Because, see, that's an off-year election. In other words, it's not a presidential election. But we've got to make sure we get back out there like it was, as if it was a presidential election year. We've got to get back out there. We've got to overwhelm the corrupt system. If it continues. Because there are still people out there. There are still people out there that's saying, hey, look, something big is going to happen. I do not know what that is. Do I hope and pray that something big is going to happen? You bet, everybody. You bet I do. But then again, hey, God didn't mean for us to just sit around and let it all be Him. We got to lead and He'll back us up. We got to prove we're worthy. He'll back us up. That's what I'm saying, everybody. We got to organize. We got to get more people to this channel and others like it. Just because we're bikers, and maybe we would have more of an audience if we did include, if we didn't come on here as bikers. But let me point out to you, what we're seeing today, we've been experiencing for decades. For decades. And now we're seeing it on a national level. Are the FBI's now? Is the FBI now? Are they the Gestapo? Is that what they are? And now we find out they're going to keep 5,000 troops there in Washington D.C. This is how afraid they are of us, we the people. We the people. This is how scared they are of us. Whatever Donald Trump does politically, whether he makes a comeback, whatever he does, it's up to us to pick up the mantle and move forward, whether he is able to get back out there or not. We've got to carry the torch. That's what we got to do, and that's what I'm saying. So we're ready to roll, everybody. And here this week we'll decide what we're going to do. Maybe we can get with some other people, and as the impeachment trial starts, and isn't that goofy as heck? Isn't that goofy as heck? It's dead on arrival, but they're going to do it anyway just so they can get a show. But maybe that's just covering up something else that's going on. Just more chaos on top of chaos is what it is. So the second round of stimulus checks are out there. Of course, they're trying to buy us all off as they steal our jobs, as they try to collapse the economy. That's where they want to go. I do believe that. I do believe that. But now we have Governor Cuomo and, the people with the China virus. They're all over the place. Now they want you to wear 2 masks. At first they told us no mask, then they tell us mask, and then they tell us this, they tell us that, and everything else, give us misinformation one after the other. Oh, there's a new strain of virus. And then we find out, well, hey, this virus has mutated over 4,000 times. Of course there's new strains. And, it's CNN, MSNBC that are 24/7 trying to spread fear among the population. But the population is pushing back. They've had it. They've had it. They say, hey, we got to go to work. We got to make money. We got to pay for our homes. We've got to put food on the table. And you're going to spread money all around the world instead of toward us. We've got a horrible homeless situation in this country, and they're inviting more people in to give them benefits that our people don't get. It's insanity at its best, is what it is. And you and I are sick and tired of it. You people, I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but we've got to have more people come in so we can say, hey, look, we're going to do this. Hey, how about we all meet somewhere in the middle of the nation and get some stuff going? As soon as the weather turns around a little bit, everybody's feeling good, and we see what direction we're headed. Because many times we don't pop on right away and jump on something until it's kind of played out for a day or two. First of all, to figure out whatever we're hearing out there is true, and then getting a handle on what it is they've done now. Because this is going to come at us. This is going to come at us like a steamroller, and that's what they're wanting to do. They're wanting to steamroll us. But they're finding out that we can't be run over. We're not going to go away. The MAGA movement, America First, is going to keep on rolling. It's going to keep on rolling. And mark my word, I'm going to talk about the next broadcast, the next podcast. There's some new things coming. There really is. There's new things coming that's going to make these big techs pay. There really is. Like I told you, there's always an entrepreneur out there that sees an opportunity, and they're coming. They're working hard. And I'll be back on Saturday and we'll talk about this. How about a new internet? How about a new World Wide Web where you control your information, not these evil people that are running these countries like Facebook, like Google, like Amazon. And we do have the power of the purse. We don't have to buy their products. I promise you right now. If I can find it without going on Amazon, I will buy elsewhere. And there's nothing that teases me off any worse is to walk up here and see these businesses that are closing down one after the other because of the internet. And let me tell you, I understand this because at my motorcycle shop, I'd have young people come in and beat me to death. I can get it so-and-so price on the internet. I go, well, yeah, that's true. But right here, you can look at it, touch at it, try it on, make sure it's going to work. But don't come in here and do that and then run back out of here and go buy it somewhere else. That's BS. But you get beat up about it, especially if you're a small business. Yeah, they can buy it cheaper somewhere else. But if you're like me, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like walking in and buying it and then bringing it home, knowing that I got what I wanted. And the truth of it is first of all, taking stuff back is a pain in the butt. And then many times, especially if you're buying on Facebook from those cheap China junk they sell there, You don't know what you get until you get it. You have no clue what you're getting until you get it. I bought a drone one time, and when I got it, that sucker wasn't that big. Looked great in the video. Looked great. And on the control set for it was in Chinese. Yeah. Hell of a deal. And yeah, it was cheap shit, is what it was. But hey, you guys, when we end tonight, this will be up at YouTube, and also it will be up at Rumble. And it'll be on our TexasBikerRadio.org site, be in all these places. And yeah, we would like you to help us populate those pages in case we get thrown off again, which is likely because we're not too sure what all the words is that we're not supposed to say. We don't have a clue other than the F word. And that's not, if your mind's in the gutter, that's not the word we're thinking of. But, wow. Hey, it's glad to be back. It's glad to see you guys on the chat line here. Charles, Zach91, Clinton Copage, Forrest. Yes, sir. How you doing? There's Sasquatch. How you doing, buddy? So, yeah, it's good to see. In God we trust. Napa. Yeah, you guys. Glad to see you all. And, next Tuesday night, OG will be in the studio with me. And, I called him this morning and said, hey, we're back on YouTube. So we're kind of shocked about that. But, hey, you know what? It's probably a good thing. And like we said, we'll ride these horses till they're dead. YouTube and Facebook, we'll ride them till they're dead. But no, we have these backup channels at MeWe, and yes, at Rumble. And with that, everybody, I'm going to say good evening to you because I still got to upload this to Rumble, to another spot. We're not going to have that happen to us again where they shut us down and we lose the video that we just did. Not going to happen. And hey, thank you, Insane Throttle. Thank you. Glad to be back. And we'll try and stay out of trouble, but I don't know. Xavier, how you doing? And so, yeah, we'll try and stay out of trouble. We don't know whether we will or not. Hey, look, we'll be in the coming days talking about the legislative weekend, our bills that we have before the state legislature. And we'll be talking about the gang databases and the motorcycle profiling and how that, not just bikers, it affects everybody. And you should know what our court systems are doing. You should know what our law enforcement is doing, because a lot of what we see playing out nationally with the FBI and everybody else, we have our state police here that act just like them. And we have a court system that's just crooked as hell. But we'll be talking about that here in the future. Yeah. And yeah. Hey, look, you guys, I've got to run. And Insane Throttle, shoot me an email. I need to talk to you. And we appreciate the plugs you've been giving us. Really do. And you guys avoid the COVID. As you know, I've had it. You know, it's a 99% survivability rate with that. And a lot of what they're telling us is not true. Now they're going to try and open back up. They can't do it fast enough, but what is everybody returning to? A mess. A mess is what they're returning to as they try and open back up. Have a good evening, everybody. Bye-bye.